like a lightning bolt. You feel the ground pounding, that might be the coast. Quick like a joke, like to hit when provoked. Don't you doubt that. That's a Jaguar to a house cat. That's an outcast to a whole squadron. If you talking Houston, then we've got a problem. You'll probably get the horns if you mess with the cattle. Sit back in your saddle and get ready for the fan battle.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. We always wait until we get our first person. Here we go. The Jacksonville Jaguars are in sole possession of first place in the AFC South. Yes.
I just need to say I apologize to everybody in advance. Because if Prepare to Be Sick of Me was a team, it'll be the Jaguars for this week.
You know what? Anyways, give everybody a few minutes to log on. Sorry we're late. We were supposed to have John Haw. He was on the schedule to be on tonight, but he's in Florida. So he actually went to the game with me this week. So we had to wait for Mr. RJ Ellison, everyone's favorite. I'm sure everybody's happy that RJ's on here, though, and not John, because the Titans fans would be crying. Oh, here we go. Chris Horton. You let RJ on?
Hey, at least I'm here after a loss and not after a W. You know what I'm saying? I feel
true.
like if I was here after a W, y'all would probably be off the show.
Actually,
I commend you because you could be Flame Douglas.
Oh, Lord.
one of our other commentators in the group chat actually said that. He's like, "Oh, the Titans fans are always busy after they lose. They can never show up." So
this time
coming from the guy who loses when they lose, you can't find him either.
Ooh, Harish,
this was a humbling loss. I will say that, man. This was terrible. You know, I don't even nothing to say.
Here you go, Sam. There you go.
John got lost in Florida. Florida man get him. Last I checked, he was back at his hotel in Orlando, so I'm not sure. Let's get a couple more reactions. Y'all like this, and then we'll get started. Hello, if you're watching on Twitch. Hello, Twitch. Hello, Twitter. Good old Twitter space. But if you're on Facebook, like this, because we can only see our views and likes from Facebook. So, but comment on Twitter, live tweet, because I'll be checking it. I will be checking it. No? Is anybody going to react? We need something. Josh Allen, where you at?
Old ass probably went to bed.
I'm surprised Jack fans isn't watching this, you know, because they so place.
There he is.
Here we go. What flavor of mayo? They eat Miracle Whip. Oh, here we go. Brown
Mayo
Sugar
Chup
says, I can't believe the Jags are leading the division. We're gonna star that one. We're gonna put that one on the actual episode. We'll star that one. I love it. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Let's do it.
Sure.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the AFC South Fan Battle Podcast. My name is Samantha Wernett. Joining us this evening for the Texans, we have Matt Briggs.
Hashtag Fire Lovey.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, week 2. Man.
You loved him.
I did.
Yeah, you had the beard on.
Yeah.
So, what about Pep Hamilton?
Fire him too. They all gotta go.
Representing the Colts, we have Chris Jackson.
To everybody in the AFC
hold on.
South.
That sounds like a question. We have Chris Jackson. You're Ron Burgundy.
We have Chris Jackson. I am Ron Burgundy.
I am Chris Jackson.
Right.
No, to everybody in the AFC South, I apologize because our bad. Because this is going to be awful.
Bad. You're right.
This is going to be awful.
You're way worse than anybody ever could have thought. Representing the Jaguars, number 1 in the AFC South, leading it on top, baby.
You're an unbiased host.
Oh, oops. From the First and Teal podcast, we have Miss Nika.
Yes, and I'm going to be insufferable.
Once again, I apologize.
Insufferable. I like that. And representing the Titans, we have RJ Ellison.
Gonna be a long episode. Gonna be a long episode.
Wait, is Matt frozen right now? What a face.
Look how he froze.
Oh, he went away. I was trying to get a picture of him.
Oh man.
Well, hopefully, maybe they actually maybe they actually fired Lovie Smith. So hopefully Matt will be rejoining us in a minute.
Yeah, you should have kept him out there so we could just keep laughing at him.
Right, that's
I know,
perfect.
right? Well, I didn't take him off. I think he completely disconnected.
Oh, he took it.
but,
Okay.
We'll see where he's at. But how you doing, Miss Nika? You know, okay, listen, I'm gonna say this. 4 years running, I try, and I'm pretty good at keeping it. Look at Chris's face already. I'm pretty good
because I know everything that's about to come out your mouth is just complete and utter bullshit. Like I know, like I already know what you like. You know what's crazy here? You know what's crazy? Because Josh says, nice to see Sam has her technical difficulties fixed. And she made sure that she was hardwired. She made sure there was no storms coming in. I'm pretty sure she got like protective coating around like all her internet boxes. She made sure that she did like the Norton antivirus thing to make sure that things were good for just this episode.
Oh, here we go. We got a comment. Not biased, my ...
I don't know who you are, Facebook user, but thank you for
Now listen. I said I try. 4 years running, and I try to keep it non-biased. But the Jacksonville Jaguars are #1 in the AFC South, baby. Who would have thought?
Exactly.
Who would have thought? I love it. But listen, we'll get into all of that. We have to get into some NFL news, but maybe we need to call Matt. Real quick.
How do we do that on here? Because I've never actually tried that.
Well, I'm going to call him from, I have this thing, it's called a cell phone.
Ma'am, how are you going to go and... Oh, there we go. Okay, he's good now.
Oh, is he on?
No, there we go.
Matt.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say.
Just like the Texans, my Wi-Fi just dropped it.
Dude, I wish you could have seen your face because you were frozen like this, like...
You were frozen.
I rolled my eyes about something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure
you
what
were
was
rolling
going
them
on,
so
but I started
hard.
to get uncomfortable. Just being like, is Matt still alive? Like, is he frozen in place? Is this the Matrix?
You rolled your eyes so hard you got stuck. But anyways,
I was wondering because Josh was like this, or Chris was like.
Everybody was frozen. He's just like, why is everybody frozen? And he's like, nope, it's just you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. Let's jump into it. You came back right on time. NFL news. Here we go. BJ, Sam, see? You're welcome. Even the non-AFC South fans are happy that I'm biased. Chris Jackson.
No, they're not. What are you talking like?
No.
Once again, everybody, I apologize because we have
Jaguars
two
are number
Jags
one.
fans that are going to
And
be
I got to see
insufferable
it.
tonight.
I got to see it in the
they're gonna let us
flesh.
have.
I got to see it in the flesh. It's beautiful.
Yes, in person.
Man, you know the Jags are gonna be
Every moment.
unstoppable.
Ma'am, are we still talking
last
about the
second.
game? Because it's just like you're getting a little bit vulgar, okay?
Every last
This
second.
isn't exactly
I
a
loved it.
family podcast, but I mean, calm it down over there.
I couldn't help myself. Anyways, just kidding. NFL news.
Okay,
Matt.
50 Shades of Cray.
And
I said Craig.
we did
not
some
Greg.
dirt. Jaguars did some dirty things to you on Sunday. Okay.
Ooh,
Oh,
no lube
That's some-
at all.
That was some BDSM if I've ever seen it. Jaguars.
Hey,
did
I-
not like it.
Chris,
Elaborate
I
on
heard.
BDSM you have seen, ma'am.
Hey,
Since you want to go ahead and bring it up.
Chris, I
hey,
heard
let them know what's
Tony,
up.
Tony Busby is looking for more clients. If you want to, give him a call for that.
Well, I'm not sure
assault
the
day.
extent. I'm not sure the extent to which that went, but I'm pretty sure there was no butthole allowed. So I mean, run with that as you may.
I don't know. Did you see the
I
score?
did, exactly.
A lot of butt play was
Exactly.
happening.
Now all of a sudden, people don't. Oh, okay, all right, good. I think I'd go ahead and throw you for a loop on that one. But go ahead, Nika. Go ahead, speak on the game because
No, we're not doing. You're jumping way far ahead.
Yeah, wait. He's like, let's get this over with. Like, I'm done. Let's move on. Let's end the podcast.
Listen.
See, this is what happens when you're not an unbiased host. You just go in and
all right,
like,
fine. Let me retreat. I will retreat back to my biased corner. NFL news. Matt, there was a lot of suspensions around the league. You're back with us. Go ahead and commentate on those.
Yeah. William Gay for the Chiefs got 4 games, and Mike Evans got 1, and they were both for unsportsmanlike conduct. I think it was like for fighting. I'm not. Or they really didn't say why, but yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct. So, yeah.
Josh Allen says Matt's Wi-Fi tried to suspend him.
It did. Josh, I told you it was my wife. I got the Texans Wi-Fi. It drops when it needed the most.
It drops when you need it the most.
Yeah.
And so really there's not a lot of updates. We're only week 2. But there was one interesting thing that came out today that Tom Brady gets a veterans break on Wednesdays. Is that because he's old? Or because his wife is trying to
he can do
leave him?
whatever he wants because he got 7 rings.
That's because his wife said you have to be home on Wednesday, so that's why he's trying to save his marriage.
Matt Ryan took a veterans break on Sunday.
Oh man!
And they're telling me that I'm jumping the gun. And now we're just going into okay.
That was
great. Took a break too.
I'm surprised Sam didn't react to that one. That was fantastic.
She couldn't because she was frozen also.
No, I got the little one in the back. So, Matt, listen, we need to get into our games and jump into it. You know, we have a lot to discuss this evening. But why don't you go ahead and tell us, we recently partnered up with Manscaped. Why don't you go ahead and tell us all about it? And you can read all of it for me so I can go.
Yeah, you would do it when I have to read. I mean, come on, you know it's Texas.
I mean, I know you can't read, but
so many words and stuff.
Right. Is that numbers? Yeah, guys. So we got our network, the Fan Battle Network, was sponsored by Manscaped. If you get, like I do, get chafed really bad at work, sweating, and even when you're watching the Texans and Colts get, and the Titans. Why? I mean, why am I going to the Titans?
You left one off,
right? You watch the game, you get a little sweaty, you want to pick it up. They got some good. They got some good ball deodorant. I used it; it's pretty good stuff. But right now, get 20% off and free shipping with the code FANBATTLE, and that's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. And so, guys, check it out right there, Fan Battle. Even if you don't have, balls, get it for your loved one. Get it for your brother, Get it for your kid. Anybody. We need the money. So, yeah, we're begging. Yeah, we're begging.
Yeah, remember, life is rough. But
right.
The balls don't have to be.
Exactly. Get them right, get them tight.
We'll go with the first one.
Yeah.
Moving on, we'll start with me. Texans at Broncos. Russell Wilson's first game at Arrowhead at Mile High Stadium. The fans were cheering him, and then it was kind of funny because at the second half they were booing him. So it was a pretty good, pretty funny. I thought it was. The Texans were doing like they did the Colts. The first half they looked good. I don't know what the deal with Lovie Smith is going so conservative. We're running the ball great, and he just decided to stop. The offensive line is garbage. They look like the Titans line, just letting Davis Mills just get eat alive out there. But Davis Mills last year was the highest red zone quarterback, and he takes the ball out of his hands twice. So we had 2 touchdowns taken out of the scoreboard. We should have won that game, but again, Lovie Smith going too conservative. I'm ready for him. I'm ready for him gone. He's the reason why we lost. So I'm like Chris, and let's get rid of our head coach. Let's start over. Build anew.
But with the Texans out, because I know it's just like, yo, Dameon Pierce had the hot hand in week 1, and then they went with Rex Burkhead, I guess because he needs to earn enough yardage to have AARP this year. But I mean, I'm not understanding like why. Like, I mean, is it concerning that it's just like there's stuff that's working and it looks like you guys are firing on all cylinders, and then Lovie Smith is literally going like the opposite direction to try to get other people involved, or like is that Pep Hamilton? Is like who do you really think is to blame for that? Because that was concerning.
I think it's both. Pep. Well, here's a good comment from my co-host, B Brown Chubby Bear. It's really more of Pep's fault for not running the ball more in the fourth. Mm-hmm. I agree because we were cooking, especially in the second half. But Lovie, you got to give it to Lovie too. It's a both. Pep keeps handcuffing Mills. Like, I think Mills is going to be a good quarterback, but he's just not getting the right play calls. And Lovie Smith is just poor time management, going way too conservative. So I think it's time for him to leave. And, you know, Josh Allen says Davis Mills needs to stick his neck out there and start getting the job done. Agreed.
Can we just say just based on that comment alone, all he needs to do is start getting the job done because his neck is pretty much already out?
Right. Well, I'm just like, yeah, Davis Mills didn't have a great game, but this game's not on all Davis Mills. Like, people need to realize this is his second year, and he has more NFL starts than he does college starts. Look at Joe Burrow. This is his third year, and he's complete garbage. Just complete garbage. You guys
overrated, man.
Sorry, I had to step away. You guys are going to have to bear with me tonight. I have a sick 4-year-old, and I don't know what virus this is that has hit us this time, but this happened to us last fall, too.
It's a victory virus. You're not used to it, Sam.
Oh,
that's
Lord.
What it is. Well, then what happened last year? This time
that means the world coming to an end.
Three kids in 3 different schools, and the same thing happened last year. I swear, my little one catches every single thing. So I apologize for that.
But yeah, we should be.
So what were you saying about sucking, Matt?
We suck. We should be 2-0, but right now we are in second place. So
we actually had a comment early on before all this. If I can
it's
find
Ebola.
BJ Samuels predicts that the Texans are going to win the division, and I don't think he's not a Texans fan.
Lovie Smith needs to get his head out of his ass. But I will say this: I think the Texans and the Jaguars next 2 to 3 years is going to be running the division. I think, as you can tell, the Colts and Titans window has just been slammed shut and locked. Like it's over with.
That's a bold prediction, Matt Briggs.
I mean,
I like it.
We watch the same games, do we not? So I mean, it's not a very big bold prediction.
Oh, Chris Jackson, don't cry.
No, I'm trying. I think I'm almost tearing from laughing so hard. Because it's just like I'm here making sure that we're here, but then also it's just like there's a lot of comments that I can't see that I'm trying to see, and then every now and then
like this one. Hold on.
No, that was great.
No. What about this one? What about this one from the person that was too busy to commentate tonight? Hold on. Nope.
Well, I was the same one.
He
was too busy to host tonight, but he sure could comment about the Titans. A little salty there, Josh Senior.
No, that's next week, Sam.
After 2 years of roasting of the Colts, I'm sure that's why he came on. I finally see us down.
Hey, listen, I'm here. I'm here. Win, lose to the Jags or draw. So
hey,
you know,
good,
either
good
way.
way to segue, you know.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You know what, Sam? I'm basically doing your job for you at this point. It's just like
Thank you.
This is just easy.
I mean, to be fair, you do my job too, because you are also
at least you're
on the
not
show.
Unbiased. So
Yes, absolutely. Okay, I does this.
What? What? Listen, you
See, I need
lie
to stop
your friends.
because Sam is going to turn Sam is going to turn to the host / Jags commentator, and then Nika won't be able to go into her so eloquent analysis of Jim Irsay as a person.
Listen, she already said, like, she's bringing the straight savage. Don't even.
Listen. I said it. I said it before.
Her exact words were
every single year.
Her exact
Do
words
not
was,
speak
"You
it
think
into the
24 to
universe
0
as
is
if.
bad?"
Yeah, don't speak it into the universe as if you want her to be polite to you, sir.
Right.
Because this is the part of the show where I unleash Miss Nika on you, sir.
Unleash Miss Nika. Miss Nika is her own person, man. All right.
I know
so
she's
she is
her own
going
person.
to do what
and
she
she
is
is a
going
Jaguar
to do.
fan, and she's about to give us a recap of the game
Well,
that's
guess
going to
what?
make you.
She
cry.
She's a
had-
Jaguars fan. She's a Jaguars fan that doesn't love Jalen Ramsey. So you know what, Nika? On to you. Tell us about the game.
Did you just host? Did you just host the host?
You just hosted.
Goodness.
Ooh, that was
Call me
gosh.
Host Malone.
Y'all said y'all didn't want this to go over. I could gush about this game. I could go on and on of 24 to 0, 0 to 24 beat down. I don't know about anybody else, but I expected this game to go exactly how it did. They just can't come to our house and win. I don't know if it's a curse.
It's the annual tradition.
It's it's just different down here in Duval, and basically, like I said before, Matt Ryan, his time is done. It's the old man. He folded. Okay. There was nothing about the Colts game that worked. I want to say the only part of the Jaguars game that wasn't perfect was the fourth quarter when they didn't score a point at all. Jaguars were able to spread the wealth to many different receivers, running back. I mean, Trevor Lawrence could get it whenever he wanted to, pretty much. They cut down on the penalties. What's that? Colts turned it over how many? About 5 times, somewhere in there. I mean, 3. It was 3.
I think it was
more. It felt more.
No, absolutely. No, the thing is, it's just like you guys had opportunities that you missed out on. There probably could have been a lot more, but
it probably could have. But it seemed like what they did for Trevor was basically whatever was in front of him to take it, and his receivers, his running backs, they did the rest. They got the rest, and it started to work. That first drive, he was 8 for 8.
It looked beautiful.
Right. And I'm assuming Gus Bradley is the defensive coordinator for the Colts, right?
Yep, that's correct.
We could tell.
Yeah. And we could tell.
Yeah.
Linebackers trying to cover our fastest guys. They got lucky with Agnew dropping that pass, that touchdown in the end zone. But that is like a Gus Bradley specialty with his defense.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Gus Bradley also didn't win in
I'm learning.
Right. And they kind of fixed. We could have had that Washington game. I felt like we could have if they toned down the mistakes, take advantage of the opportunities, and I think that's what they did in this game. They basically played mistake-free, managed the game, and it worked because the Colts had nothing.
Can I want to travel back in time.
Oh God.
Yes, Miles Jack was down. Yeah.
We
don't have to travel. We know.
Oh,
Lord.
He was down. I don't want to. Don't make me cry like Chris Jackson already has tonight, please.
Oh man.
I want to travel. I want to travel back. I want to travel back in time to a tweet posted in December 22nd of 2020.
Oh God.
specifically on Twitter, he goes by Robert Mathis, quarterback hater, because it's Robert Mathis. Okay.
Be mindful. If you ever want this guy on the show, he's gonna probably see this episode. But
well, Robert Mathis, if you're listening, he says, and I quote, "I keep hearing about this tank business so Jax can get that kid from Clemson. So basically, all of 7001 West 56th Street is supposedly scared of an unproven college kid? Hashtag fuck out of here for real. With that severe disrespect, we will have 4 quarterback snipers for homeboy when he checks into Duval. Hashtag, yeah, I said it." So, I haven't wrote him this year, but I wrote him then, and I asked him what happened week 1.
It doesn't matter. He blocked you.
No, Robert Mathis didn't block me. That's Yan.
That was your boy. Yeah, that's your boy Yan.
That was your player, though.
Oh wait, no,
Robert Mathis.
He's Robert Mathis back at you with your 53 followers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where was Yannick Ngakoue? He was looking forward to this game.
Oh no,
he's like he was playing with the Jaguars still.
He was there. Yeah, I'm going over all of that. So I'm glad.
So I'm currently going to quote tweet this and just say I just want to revisit this tweet.
He thought he was still playing with the Jaguars. That's why he disappeared.
Obviously, yeah. I guess he felt like it was a revenge game. And didn't somebody circle this game again? This statement game, they were going to come back and revenge and all that other good stuff that just didn't happen.
Now, also, tell me if I'm wrong. Matt Ryan has to beat 3 teams to beat every NFL team, and the Jaguars was one of them, correct?
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever beaten the Jaguars.
No,
I think he was undefeated against the Jaguars.
No, he was Jags. No,
yeah, he's beating us. I went to that Atlanta game.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, he's undefeated. That was his first loss against the Jaguars.
Well,
right.
that's what happens when you play for the Colts.
Yeah, I think
it's the perfect
warming up Nick Foles over there as well.
I mean, at that point, when you're scoring absolutely nothing, you might as well just go ahead and throw Nick Foles in there just to see if you can do something.
Here you go. This one's for you, Josh or Chris. I don't know why I keep calling Josh. We need the Indy police to do a welfare check on Jan.
He can go wave that checkered flag he likes to tweet out somewhere else. He a baby back bitch too.
Oh, damn!
Oh, man.
Josh, fire, loving it. Loving it.
Yes.
The Jaguars feeling themselves now. I like it.
That's fine. Listen, they have the right to.
They do.
They only have a 12-year window, so
Chris
they have.
Listen, you
now, Nika. Before
go ahead.
Before we wrap up the Jag segment and get to Chris's excuses, you were there. You were present at the game. Give us the feeling, the energy. I'm the non-biased host, so I can't comment, even though I heard because I was there, wink, wink, that it was amazing. But give us the energy of the game, and then where do you see the Jags going next week to LA, playing the Chargers? How do you feel like that game is going to play out? Might be a little bit more tricky, but give us your feedback on that.
I would say the energy in that place, it was rocking. You know, once the Jaguars started to score, stopping the Colts and everything, when they needed the crowd to be hyped on defense, you know, the crowd was hyped. They were getting there. So I felt that energy from the start to the finish of that game. So, you know, we really represented for that game. And as far as going out to the Chargers, we know how the Jaguars have fared on the West Coast. It's not a great trip for us. I think the last time we won on the West Coast was the last game Oakland played in Oakland. That was a Minshew game, and that was the last time we, won a game over there so long. We just don't travel well.
Don't be bringing up Minshew. You're gonna get Sam over there sweating. Okay, don't.
And so we're going to Chargers. The Chargers have a very good defense, better team than the Colts. Herbert is a fantastic quarterback with some very tender ribs. And now if they make that choice to play him against us with our defense, and maybe they can get something, I don't know, maybe we can get them on their heels. You know,
he not gonna make it.
You know, because I think David Garrard this week said he had a similar injury, and he said even like going to the bathroom hurts with that kind of injury. So they say it's a pain management type deal with him. So what kind of pain can he tolerate? You know, with our defense being able to kind of get home a little bit, rush, and bother him. I don't know. I want to say we have a chance, but that's a very good team. This is a very, very good team. That's where we want to be. You know, so I think we can keep it close, but I can't call it.
Did y'all wear a clown mask at the stadium?
No, not this time.
one.
It was just regular old men. That's all it was.
Regular old man.
All right. Well, thank you for that commentary. I enjoyed every last second of it. It was great. I'm not a bias host, but I loved hearing it.
No, you're not.
What place are the Jaguars
Yes, you are. Like, what do you mean?
What place are the Jaguars in the AFC South?
I don't think.
No.
Number one?
Yeah, number one.
Number one in the division,
Right.
last place in your heart.
By God. Isn't that wonderful?
Give us
Isn't
our
that
crown for
wonderful?
this week.
Yes, wear your crown, girl. Get it.
Yeah.
We deserve it. I mean, you deserve it. I'm not
I
biased.
apologize, everybody. I apologize. This shouldn't have happened. This is awful.
Huh. Since you're apologizing, Chris, why don't you go ahead and tell us how your team did in that game?
No, it
Oh,
was
look,
fucking awful.
Matt
It
even
was
made a
awful.
banner for you. It says Chris Jackson's
It was-
excuses.
You know what the craziest part about it is? Y'all say that I have an excuse. You literally don't even have me on the podcast when we go ahead and lose to Jacksonville. I've never been on a podcast where we've lost to Jacksonville. So you can call it excuses all you want, but it was a shit showing. Like, there was no energy from the very beginning. They didn't do anything that they should have. I mean, if we're talking about the fact that the only thing that was maybe going for us was Jonathan Taylor, and they refused, like they absolutely refused to go and just run him or even scheme anything up. It was basically just them trying to prove that
I
Matt
was
Ryan can
very
still throw the
confused
ball.
by that. I was very confused by that.
It
Like,
was,
why
it
They
was
did,
them
they
trying
did
to-
the
he
same
hurt?
thing against they did the same thing against the Texans. Like, you
Well,
know,
that's
because
time
he
in the
hurt?
fourth quarter. Like,
Or
I
are they
don't
trying not
understand
to gas him?
Who,
early?
Jonathan
Like,
Taylor?
what is- Yeah.
He
No,
ran the
Frank
ball
Reich is
31
just an
times
idiot.
last week. He was
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
fine this week coming into the game. But the thing that's really just like irritating me, and I think this is more of a Frank Reich thing than anything else.
Yeah.
What they do is they will go and say, okay, well, the run is working, but we need to get something going with the pass. So he will go and make the move. Matt Ryan threw 50 times last week. He threw, I think, 32 times this week. So that's 82 attempts in 2 weeks in a passing game where you didn't have Michael Pittman. So you're trying to throw to everybody else. You also didn't have Alec Pierce. So that means that your starters end up being Harris Campbell, Ashton Dulin, and
That was
whoever
your
the
lead
fuck goes
receiver,
after them.
too. Your
Yeah,
lead
and
was
Desmond
Dulin.
Padman. But the thing is, you still have Jonathan Taylor. The offensive line was playing awful. Matt Pryor is like
A boy.
he's Eric Fisher with a tan. Like, I mean, it's. I personally, I like Frank Reich as a person, but as a coach, he's the offensive version of Chuck Pagano. Like, he's calling shit games.
Yeah,
And he
I think
refuses to.
it was last week. Hurry said
Yeah.
climbing mountains is the new chopping wood for the Colts.
But the thing is, you don't have to climb mountains if you have somebody like Jonathan Taylor who can literally run and do all that work. Like, Matt Ryan is like, we have what we need, but you're trying to make him do too much. And that was a theme last year with Frank Reich, with giving the ball to Carson Wentz in situations where you could easily give the ball to Jonathan Taylor, run the clock down, and you're making teams then have to play from behind. Like, I don't know what the philosophy is. I mean, at this point, I'm sick of it.
So
I mean-
let me put my tinfoil hat on and do my best Clinton House impersonation. I got a conspiracy theory. All right.
They're tanking.
Don't
So-
do Clint House because there's his
So
conspiracy
last
theories are
year-
top notch.
So last year, John Hall went to the Titans game against the Texans and rooted for the Titans. Can anybody tell me what happened to that game?
Texans won.
The Titans
Yeah,
got
the-
smoked.
Was that the-
John
was that the
Hall.
interception
John
game?
Hall went. Hold on. John Hall went to Jacksonville and rooted for Matt Ryan,
Yeah.
and he
And Matt
got
Ryan's tough.
smoked. So
Can I tell you a
I think
conspiracy?
Go ahead.
Since 2014, the Colts have not been able to beat the Jaguars at their home field.
Or win the division.
I think the Colts.
And it's not the humidity because they can't do it in the winter.
I think it's the Colts players. They get too excited with all the new meth around in Jacksonville, so they get.
That new meth.
I'll tell you,
that good stuff down here.
It's just like it's really listen, no matter what climate you're in, it's really hard to adjust to meth in the air.
Man, whatever,
it's just
whatever
like, players in
Irsay has,
Jacksonville, they're
like,
used to it.
They're like, whatever Irsay has, this is terrible. This Jacksonville stuff is lit. I'm telling you.
It's
Cody
like
Blankenship says
and
Texans
weed.
fans
Air and
permanently
weed is what
have
you
a
deal with in
tinfoil hat
Denver.
on.
It's all that weed y'all smoke though.
Irsay on something.
Florida meth hits different.
So like my question is, are the Jaguars going to pull out the sweep against the Colts?
Yes.
You think they will? Yeah, well, week 17.
Nigga, that face. What was that? What did you say? You say yeah?
Yeah, she said it with confidence.
Now you didn't say that with
She
the
said,
same voice
"Oh,
that you
yeah."
called Irsay a baby back bitch.
She said it with confidence.
Yes.
But you know what? But the thing is, at the end of the day, it's like the shit has to change because you can't look at the past two games, even with people hurt, and say that these games both weren't games that we didn't have the opportunity to be able to either close out in the Texans game early with all the mistakes that Lovey made, and the fact that you had the opportunities early on but didn't seize them, and then you go into Jacksonville just completely lifeless and do absolutely nothing. Like, I'm sick of the whole like Frank Reich with his like motivational speeches afterwards. Just be like, where the hell was this during the game? Like, it's just like there's no energy. Like, it's just everything is just it's flat. So, I mean, it's honestly, it's just like if Irsay doesn't make a move with Frank Reich, like if we lose another pivotal game within the next few weeks, yeah, he's out.
Now say all that without crying.
So listen, there was a comment.
I will never shed as many tears as y'all said when DeAndre Hopkins got traded.
Chris, okay, exactly. Like, you got to give me, Sam, and Nika, let us talk, okay? We have been down here way too long. Let us have our moments, okay? We are not the bottom of the bottom no more. Let us have our fun.
I will.
Let me ask you a question. We actually had a comment. I lost it in the comments that we got coming in, but and somebody asked, and it's a good question. Do you miss Carson Wentz? And if not, do you think Matt Ryan is the answer? Which washed-up quarterback will you go for next?
Which washed-up quarterback? That I'm not sure.
I'm sure Ryan Tannehill will be available at the end.
Yeah, somebody did say Ryan Tannehill was auditioning to be the Colts' next one.
Yeah, y'all can keep him.
I did see.
Man,
you know when
might
you know
pick
the
him up,
Colts.
man, I'm telling you.
You know when you know the Colts fans are losing it. I literally was on Twitter today and I saw a Colts fan insinuate that they were tanking on purpose, and it's week 2.
No,
dude.
How you
Titan?
This kid Brandon Blair was like, could they possibly? No way, maybe. Like, no, dude. They're not tanking.
I hope they win 5.
No,
I hope they win 5 or 6 games so they don't get Bryce Young. That's all I'm saying.
No,
it's like Jaguar fans looking at the draft at the end of September.
I'm looking at the draft now. Week 2. I was like, please, CJ Stroud, come on, man.
Y'all got Malik Vick. Y'all ain't looking for a quarterback.
I love him. I believe in Malik Vick, but at the same time, if we get number 2 in the number 2 pick, man, we gotta go get CJ.
Yeah,
CJ
you know what? We do have to talk about this. This comment came in, and I just thought about this. Josh Allen commented, Colts fans accuse the Jags players of using chemicals to make the Colt players lethargic.
Oh my god.
Yes, meth. It's meth.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's pre-cooked meth.
No, legitimately, I saw this today. They're saying it's similar to chloroform, but it doesn't make you pass out. And you could put it on your gloves. I guess they do it in like boxing or something.
Well,
Yeah.
well, actually,
Wrestling, maybe?
no.
Yeah.
What I heard was that they
both.
were making the chemicals in those jacuzzis that y'all have in the stadium, so that when the
That's
right gust
chlorine.
of wind comes down, it'll hit everybody. Yeah, you call it chlorine. It's more like methamphetamine.
So
There we go.
So
Boxers
now-
used it. So there,
I got- now I got a
there's people
question.
on Twitter accusing the Jaguars. Of
But
So-
why are we
doing that
just
on their
using it
gloves.
against the Colts and not everybody
Right.
else?
So here's a question to you, Sam. When did Clint House become a Colts fan? I mean, that's a crazy,
No, I'm telling you.
crazy conspiracy
No,
theory.
go on Twitter
Yeah,
and just
Oh,
look at the
I-
Colts.
Look,
They are
I have
losing
been.
it.
So
They're
are Titans
losing it.
fans. So are Titans fans. They
I
want
don't
to
know,
fire
man.
the coach of the year last year already. They want to get rid of J-Rob. Like both. Like it's funny. Like Texans Twitter is always you got your pro Mills and your anti Mills. We call them the Nasty Nine. One of our old commentators, Chris Royal, is one of them. But so we're always going that in Texas Twitter. But dude, Titans and Colts, they
No,
give it
I'm
up.
telling
Like
you specifically because the Colts were projected to be so good prior to the season.
so
They
we're-
are
I called it, man.
terrible
I called
on
it.
Twitter.
the Titans
Man,
were
I
number one
don't-
seed last year.
The media,
I mean,
the
just-
media gets the Colts, and we just don't have the right quarterback that's gonna get us to the Super Bowl. It's simple as that.
I'm ready for the Titans game because I got some questions for Mr. RJ.
y'all gonna beat us, man. Y'all play us tough. You know? I don't think we ready for y'all.
So, all right, I hate to ask this question, Chris Jackson, but to wrap it up, I almost feel bad asking. I'm sorry, but how do you feel about playing the Chiefs next week?
Oh God.
I mean, so
2-1.
so crazy. So the craziest part about that is we will lose to a team like Jacksonville, and we will be like where we are now. Well, like bottom of the power rankings. They're just like we just don't know enough, and then we'll go into KC and then just like beat them.
So you
Like
think
the
that's gonna
last two
happen?
games.
Man, you sound like us.
The only reason why I'm going to say that is just because for some reason the Jaguars just play us like they play us like their lives literally depend on it every single time we go to Jacksonville, and we
They
play
do.
like we literally
They do
just
depend on
don't
it.
give a shit. But then for some reason we can go and play a team like Kansas City and be just fine.
Bro,
Like it's the worst possible scenario ever. I've been saying this. We'll end up going and playing Kansas City, and mind you, we're playing Kansas City at home, and then I'm not even going to say it's just like it'll probably be a very close game, but I'm going to say it's just like we'll probably end up beating them, and then we will have completed the trifecta of 1-1-1,
bro,
and then we
I'm
have to
telling
worry
what?
about going to another
You know what,
division
I
game.
love
Go ahead, Matt.
I love that you have hope and there's that glimmer.
That's what I was
you
gonna
know.
say.
Me and Sam are used to, and Nika, we're used to that glimmer of hope. But bro, Patrick Mahomes is gonna do the same thing Trevor Lawrence did to you, but worse. He's gonna throw like 550 and like 5 touchdowns on you guys.
Man,
Like, he's gonna destroy you.
Okay.
it's gonna be a repeat of what the Titans and the Bills.
I was
game.
about to say it's gonna be a Josh Allen what Josh Allen did to Titans. Like it's gonna be no spit, no lube, just
Well, the crazy thing is, I'll be back on here next week, so we can go ahead and discuss it then. So we'll discuss whether I'm wrong or whether you're wrong.
Man, I'm telling you, sound just like I did
Continued.
before we went to Buffalo, man. I'm telling
No,
you,
I
it's the
smell.
same thing.
Damn,
What?
do you smell that? I smell something. I smell a bet. Chris,
Oh.
are you up? Are you up for it?
Hey, y'all
I'm
need
down.
to pay up on your last bet. I
I already
talked to
did.
Eric Dunn.
I paid my $25.
Oh, wait. Okay, I got you. Right after here.
$20, and then we
Oh,
matched.
was it
when
20?
y'all-
I paid 25.
Oh, well, you know,
I
listen,
thought
Tell
you
me
were
I
gave
want
gonna
my
do
$5 back. No, I thought it was 25, so it would be more. But
I thought it was 20 apiece because y'all tied, and then y'all were gonna redo the bet when y'all meet
listen
again.
here, Reverend Dunn. I need my $5 back. Like that's
Oh,
That's
It's for
going
the
into
kids,
tithe,
man.
sir. That's going into tithing.
For the kids.
Right?
Yeah, that's for my kids too. My kids need Happy Meals. Come on now.
I'll send you $5.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll buy
It's
Bailey a Happy Meal.
It's a good cause. Well, you're the only one.
But yeah, I'll
So,
do
Chris,
I'll do a profile pick bet
Yeah.
for this.
Chris, I'm gonna tell you this, man. The Jaguars ended y'all Super Bowl dream, and the Chiefs about to have you looking at mock drafts.
Okay.
Hey,
So
Hey.
Chris,
Mock draft.
come back to our bet profile picture. I bet the Chiefs will win. It has to be football related, and we get to pick the profile picture. All right.
I'm bet.
Okay. All right. Sam, me and you are going to have to come up with something amazing because it's going to happen.
Oh yeah, you're gonna
I
have
can't
to.
wait.
And by the way, since Sam's involved, Sam's also going to have to change the profile picture as well, correct?
If the Chiefs lose, which they're not going to, but yes.
Okay.
You can bet on like
No, if
they never left
this is a
Jacksonville.
collaborative.
No, I'm just
that's
saying.
fine.
I'm saying that Indianapolis didn't leave Jacksonville. They're still here. That's how the game is going to be like.
Yeah,
They're
Matt
not
Ryan's
gonna
on my
show up.
couch right now.
Right.
Y'all better get it.
Hey, he's recovering from all those chemicals Sam gave him. So
That's right.
Yep. All that.
Lethargic.
Y'all better give Jonathan
Probably
Taylor the ball
recovering from
35
John
times.
Ha. He's probably recovering from John Ha going, Matt Ryan, I love you.
I think he had some of my gummy bears before the game started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
John
probably.
Ha, he did. He ate some
I didn't know that.
Everclear gummy bears.
Oh my god. That was...
Lucky for me, she was out of them, or else that would have been a really rough game for everybody. Just saying. Anyways, well, Chris, can't wait for the bet. But moving on to the biggest catastrophe of the week, even more catastrophic,
Oh,
even
God.
more catastrophic than a shutout in Jacksonville, which nobody mentioned. They've had 3 shutouts, and they were all Jacksonville, by the way. But that's okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
That's the late thumbtacks.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna say,
prime time television.
the last
versus
prime
the
time game.
Bills.
yeah, I
So
don't even want to
bad
see them on prime
that your
time.
starters so bad that your starters were benched.
And even then, couldn't hold on to the ball.
Just trash, man. Look, the Tennessee Titans are trash. This is just awful. It's terrible. Like 7 points on a primetime game, like it's unbelievable. Like at this point, like I'm listening to the radio. I've never seen so many hurt Titan fans in my life. Like this is like
Chris,
it's to the point.
Are you bringing up the receipts or am I?
Ooh.
No, don't bring them up, man. Don't bring them up, man. Hey.
It's, you know what? No, because you know what? I'm giving RJ the slack right now to really just not like. I'm going to give RJ the opportunity to go ahead and speak because the way that he trolls and the way that he talks on here is completely different.
Claim
That's
Douglas
the way
Jr.
it works. That's
Yeah,
the way
man.
it works.
I told y'all I was gonna be realistic on this chat because like as a troll when I'm trolling in the group, like half the stuff I say don't even make any sense. I just be saying stuff just to get under your skin. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm in here, I'm talking real game. You know what I'm saying? Real football game. You know what I'm saying? Like I know the sport very very well, and I'll just let you know when I see a terrible football team like the Tennessee Titans, like. I know when I see it. You know what I'm saying? We look like what the Jaguars have been looking like for about 5-6 years now. Like, until now. You know, now they number 1.
Don't make us
on that
chloroform
lane,
your
but-
team too.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all probably gonna beat us. Huh?
Yeah.
To me,
Get a
Trevor
little
Lawrence is
chemical
the best.
burn going. You got it.
Trevor Lawrence is the best quarterback in this division. We knew it was coming. Now it's here.
I did read a report that they did find a new allergy in Nashville, and it was the NFL football. The Titans the Titans players developed an allergic reaction to the football. That's why they were giving it away to the Bills so much.
We have a comment with a stat from the game. Derrick Henry actually got more yards walking to the vending machine.
I mean, to ask that, what happened to Derrick Henry? He disappeared.
Man, well, see, the problem I figured it out because I've had a long day today. You know what I'm saying? I figured it out.
He ran out of that Duval meth. He's finally running like those.
He's from Yulee. He's getting that Yulee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it looked like I saw one.
I'm sorry.
Got right there to him.
I'm sorry, Sam. Like depends on like he's from Jacksonville, so I'm sorry. That was
Potato,
my fault.
potato. It's the same thing. Go ahead, RJ.
Okay, so basically what I was saying, what I figured it out. It's more so as in that no one's scared about wide receivers. Don't get me wrong, I like Traylon Burks and I like Kyle Phillips, but at the same time, like they're not scaring nobody. Like no one is staying up all night to look at these wide receivers. And it's getting to the point where people are just putting 9, 10 people in the box, and Derrick Henry not going to be able to get off. You know, not like he used to. You know what I'm saying? He's obviously lost his health. I mean, he's still a top 5 running back. But I mean, when you have 10 people in the box and you only got 6 blockers, it's gonna be hard for you to, you know what I'm saying, to bust these big runs consistently. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is that you're missing a
we're missing AJ Brown.
Okay, thank you for saying that.
Which was retarded.
I was going to tiptoe around it, but you just ran into it.
Yeah.
So
we need AJ Brown. We miss you, man.
They've been missing him since he was traded during the draft. They were like,
I'll never understand why we traded AJ Brown. But I mean, at this point in time, if we're gonna get a top 5 pick, we need to go draft the best receiver in the draft. You know what I'm saying, or get a quarterback or something that's gonna scare people into our passing game. Like,
Sam, I'm sorry, RJ, to interrupt you, but I did find a gem that I just want to go. I'm gonna call this an RJism. I don't know if you remember what you said 5 days ago, but it ended with, now let's go up to Buffalo and beat their ass. You may not like us, but you want to respect us. RJ, after that game that you saw last night, do you feel like they respect you?
No, we went up there and we went up there and we heard a couple of their players and then we came back down. That's all we did. We tickled them.
Chris, I
tickled them. Is that what you said? Tickled them?
Yeah, we tickled them and then we went back to Nashville.
Hey, look, there's no Deshaun Watson on this podcast, okay? No Deshaun Watson happening here, okay, guys? Tony Busby, if you're listening to this podcast, please do not come after us, okay?
I'm telling you, hey, I'm spitting all facts on this podcast. He's trash.
We're not taking nobody.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die in heat water.
We really, the memes have been hilarious, y'all. Y'all don't understand how funny the memes have been. Like, they literally said, the funniest meme that I saw today was literally, they said, I feel for you, Titans. The Bills be kicking my ass too.
Do they tickle him as well?
I guess so.
But, hey, Chris, I see your RJism and I raise your RJism, all right? Even though we lost to the Giants, we still own this bitch.
So RJ, do you believe you still own this bitch?
Nah.
Okay.
Like,
all right, cool.
That Bills L, man, that did something to me, man.
Listen.
Like, it's.
I don't normally stick up for Titans fans, but he told you his internet persona is not his podcast.
I know he's the new Flame Douglas. I get it. It's all right.
I appreciate his honesty.
Right.
But I mean,
in all fairness, I can't get over the tickle comment.
In all fairness, though, RJ, like, just
he went straight full Deshaun Watson mode. I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was just like good tickle.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, though, like, just based on what we saw, do you think Derrick Henry is kind of slowing down a little bit?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he's slowing down, but at the same time, he's not getting help from wide receivers to get them safeties out the box. At the same time, you know, he don't run a 4-4 no more, so it's not like he can just bust through that line fast, and he's being hesitant. I mean, it's to the point he's a big running back that runs soft. You know what I'm saying? And it's starting to catch up to him now. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't he hurt his ankle last year as well?
Yeah, he hurt his pinky toe. He broke his pinky toe. That's what it was. The coach turf.
Well, and I feel like they're trying to not get him beat up early, because that's what will happen. I mean, he's not getting
I'm kind of on the bandwagon with Sam. Like, I think I should start using Hillard more. Like, y'all look better when Hillard is
We have a comment from the group that says, "Solid takes, man. RJ, different from your trolling self on the page."
Hey, I've been in a different mode since this man. Like I'm telling you, I lost. I had some of the weirdest sleep yesterday. Like, man, what in the world did I just watch? Like, and it's to the point. It's to the point. Like, look, I've been a Titans fan since they've been here. I watched them come here. I've watched Steve McNair, Eddie George, and I love running the ball.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, I love running the ball. Oh yeah, yeah. I've loved every great running back that we've had, from Eddie George to the Chris Johnson and now Derrick Henry. And I'm seeing the same trend. We get to the big game and we screw it up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I gotta say thank you for not saying Earl Campbell, because if you said Earl Campbell, I would reach through this laptop and slap you.
I was too young to watch Earl Campbell. So
well, because he's not a Titan, he's an Oiler. Okay, don't ever disrespect a man like that.
We can't claim any Oilers. That's basically what you're saying.
You can claim the name the Oilers. I don't care. Just don't claim Earl Campbell or Warren Moon.
We can't. I mean, he's on our stadium. Both of them.
They do not partake in the downing of mayo. Okay, they do not. They are not mayo eaters. Right?
But I mean, I didn't get a chance to watch those two players play, so I don't claim them. So my thing is, I've seen them run the ball 30 times and beat teams for over 20 plus years. Can we start passing the ball? Like, can we get a elite quarterback? I mean, we look at the Super Bowl winners. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They played defense and threw the ball. The Kansas City Chiefs throwing the ball. The team that everybody's picking to win the Super Bowl this year, all they doing is throwing the ball. Like, it's time for us to get with the times. If we want people to respect us and we want to be on Monday night all the time, like the Cowboys, the Steelers, we got to throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? We can't
like
throw
the Jaguars. We summon you to Sundays at 1:00.
Yeah, we're back on the normal schedule.
I thought you said John Hall wasn't available to come on the podcast.
Right? No, this is just RJ in realism.
This
isn't
RJ
is
realism.
Facebook RJ.
Like the Bills beat us.
Go ahead.
Oh, the Bills beat us into the point where it's like, man, this is a franchise-changing moment, man. We're not going to be able to beat these elite teams running the ball up the middle 30 times. This is not. I don't see it. It's not. It's time to change.
Well, and I would honestly hate to see Derrick Henry end up, as much as I hate to say it, but I'm a non-biased host, Chris Jackson. But I would hate to see them have to rely on him so much that he has like a. And I hate to see it for anybody, but him especially have like another injury that costs him a season and maybe his career, like a career ending, So. And
Taylor Warren's done for the season too. So.
Wait, he is?
Yeah, they're talking about him being done for the season. So
he's talking about retirement because
it's a wrap for him, man.
Yeah, he can't stay healthy, and when he is healthy, he's on Balco.
Well, he's the next Pat McAfee, so he's more about busting with the boys than he is with the Tennessee Titans. It's time for him to look at that.
Hey, Pat crawled so y'all can walk. So put some respect on his name.
Oh yeah,
right.
He's went Birdman on you. Put respect on that.
Hey, I will say though, being around Colts fans, I learned to like Pat McAfee, and I really he's very, very knowledgeable about the game, very unbiased on his show.
You don't
very
like Pat
show.
McAfee, you're not American. I'm sorry.
I 100% agree, man. He's very unbiased on the show.
And if you're listening, Pat, this is 383 days. Get your ass on here. Quit playing games.
Yeah, I don't like him right now because he keeps DMing us saying, when are we going to do this? And shouting us out on his show and being...
making fun of my fat thumbs. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, when you said it's officially been a year on day 356, I don't know if he was able to really...
Okay, I just said he fat shaming me. Why are you fat shaming me? Okay? Leave me alone. I got fat thumbs, man.
Yeah, why you gotta? He's like being a dick tease, Like just show it, okay?
Right. First off, if that's the case, then don't come on because I don't know what.
Josh Allen said it best. Why won't you love us, Pat? Such a tease, Pat McAfee. Anyways, RJ, let's wrap this bad boy up. Next week, you guys play the Raiders.
Yeah, we got this. And I'll be at that game. I mean, I'm gonna be just excited with my tighten up smile. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in the front row watching this game. You know, just cheering for the Titans to win. But at the same time, in the back of my head as a realist, I think we finna get smacked. We have nobody to guard Devontae Adams. We made Stephon Diggs like he was the best wide receiver in the league, and we're about to do the same thing to Devontae Adams. He's probably gonna have about 200 on us. Like, we have nobody to guard him.
Devontae Adams this week?
Yes. Hey, so start him on
a fantasy team.
Hey, you start him. We have no corners. We have no wide receivers, no corners. And make sure you start their defense too, because Tannehill gonna throw some picks.
Hey, aren't you? RJ, are you the guy, or is it somebody else who had that face mask that said "sit ass, chow down"? Was that you, or was that somebody else?
No, it wasn't me. I don't know.
That was somebody else.
I don't.
Oh my God,
Yeah, I
that
forgot.
was epic. That was
who
during
had,
COVID.
It was.
Yeah, I forgot what.
They were trying to promote it in the group. It said it was supposed to say "sit your ass down," but
yeah, this
they
is
did
it.
it wrong,
Down.
so it read "sit ass chow down." Sit ass chow down.
It lasted for about a year. It was great.
But I will say my Tennessee Titans, they probably will get beat by the Jaguars, but the Vols about to beat the brakes off the Gators this Saturday. It's not gonna be close. I'm telling you.
Oh God.
I agree.
The Vols about to beat the brakes.
That's all
that Anthony Richardson,
all
man,
I
that dude
got,
overrated.
I got the volunteers.
We didn't,
that's all I got. In the
I didn't get to say who I think was going to win between the Texans and the Bears. So I'm going to do the reverse psychology. The Bears are going to win 16-0. All right.
Because you called it reverse psychology.
Reverse psychology. But every game I said we're going to win, we lose. So I'm yeah.
So the whole division's taking the L this week. Is that what it is? 0-4.
Not the Jaguars, according to Miss Nika, right?
Oh yeah, you think y'all beating the Chargers?
I mean,
it's going to be tight.
It's going to be tight.
Yeah, I can see it being tight.
Those ribs are, depending on how tender those ribs are.
Yeah, if y'all got to keep hitting them. That's what y'all, you know what I'm saying. I like that number one pick y'all get. But then Walker. He got to hit. He got to hit the Justin Herbert, man. He got hit multiple times. Go for the ribs.
Everybody was eating this past game. Everybody was eating.
Yeah, I don't wish injury on any player, but if you actually do hurt Josh Herbert, I appreciate it because we played them the week after next. So
can you not? He's on my fantasy team.
No, I'm not. We're not praying on the injury, but he's trying to play through an injury, man. Like
Chris,
it's his whole fault.
Well,
Chris, you have him on your fantasy team? Is that what you said? Well, fuck your fantasy team, all right? I want the Texans to win.
Hey, you know what? There's a magnifying glass with your name on it, buddy. All right?
I don't care.
As
long as Texans win, that's fine.
We're not wishing injury on nobody, but I don't know if you're saying.
Go ahead, RJ.
No, I said when nobody wishing injury on anybody. I'm saying it's his fault for trying to go out there and play with them broke ribs. Like he let them things rest. Like
yeah.
Right. If he wants to sit this one out because it's the Jaguars, sit it out.
She's like, that's fine. Make it easier.
Yeah, the Texans game as well. I'll be all right with it.
Ice your ribs for the Texans.
Yep.
So we're gonna end the show on this comment. Titans got beat so bad they went back to college.
Damn, got Rocky. You got Rodney Dangerfield in here. Golly.
They've been waiting for you to come on here, RJ. Like,
man,
yeah.
Week 2 wrap up. Jaguars are in first place in the AFC South. Don't let it. Listen,
we are officially in the upside down. These are stranger things.
I want to say the last time this happened, we had 15 consecutive losses. So, got to be careful. Okay?
Right.
But it feels good. So, tell us where to find you on Twitter, Miss Nika, or all social media.
Yes. Find me as Nika989 at Twitter or at First and Peel on Twitter.
What about you, RJ?
I don't have a Twitter right now, but find me in the Facebook group.
Oh, you need to get one. Need to get one.
Yeah, I do need to get one.
And hopefully you'll have a Twitter and you won't be so sad next episode.
No, yeah, we'll see. It's a long season. It'll be a long season for us.
He'll be on here week 15 like, did y'all see that Volunteers game? RJ, wrong podcast, man.
That's
Chris
bad.
Jackson, where do we find
The
you?
Grizzlies are paying.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually a Lakers fan, but I mean, I cheer for John Morant too. John Morant's a beat.
Of course, you're a Lakers fan.
Everybody's a Lakers fan. Doesn't matter where you're.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you call
Chris
it.
Jackson, where do we find you?
At CJ Colts fan.
And
On
what
Twitter.
about your podcast?
And at YDKJAC podcast, where we will. Well, I'm not gonna. We'll be live tomorrow because we need to make sure that
YDK JAC
YDK.
stands for You Don't Know Jack. It's the Colts podcast from the Fan Battle Network. Yes. Matt Briggs.
OMG. Yeah, you can find me at A1 Day One Texans, and you can find the podcast at Texans Fan Battle. And make sure you follow Fifth Ward Crenshaw and Brown Chubby Bear as well. Good stuff coming.
And you can find me on Facebook, or not Facebook. Wow. Please don't find me on Facebook.
You can
find
me
me.
on Facebook.
You can, but please don't. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram under Sammy Football with an I, and we will see you guys for week 3.
Also, don't forget to go get your ball deodorant from Manscaped. Fan Battle, 20%
Code
off.
Fan Battle. Yeah.
lawnmower.
Tickles.